Can you charge an irritation fee to your customers inside your own restaurant? Hey, welcome to this week's edition of Mike's Money Making Minutes. My name is Michael Tebow, recovering restaurant owner and caterer turned author, speaker, coach, owner of DFY Marketing Systems, serving the independent restaurant community since 2008, getting you more new customers and getting your existing customers to come back more often, spending more money with no work on your part. That's exactly what you want. And this is a fun episode of Mike's Money Making Minutes for me to do because when I owned my 6 restaurants over a 24-year career, we always had the occasional family that came in with unruly kids, right? And it's something that I did as a restaurant owner, taught my kids how to act when we went out to eat. But there is a restaurant in Georgia that is charging a surcharge for poorly behaved children. Actually, it's a $50 fee tacked on to a person's bill. Apparently, this dates back to the early pandemic when this restaurant was doing it, but the restaurant owner told the news that he hasn't even threatened guests with a fee until recently. So the family brings in kids, they go a little nuts in the restaurant, and afterwards he whacks them with a $50 fee. Can you do this or can't you? Well, if you're the owner of the business, you can do it, but is it a good idea? It's kind of gutsy, right? And we don't want to piss off our customers. But here's the thing. I checked his Google reviews, and most of the people agree with him. Because, you know, when you go out to eat, it's kind of a collective thing, right? You're in society, you're out with other people. And that's the thing that frustrated me when I was a restaurant, or like, you know, people would complain, can we move to a different table? These people are noisy. Back I had restaurants when they were smoking, oh, I'm too close to the smoking section. Like, you're not in control of what other people do, which is you're kind of the ringmaster, right? But charging them a fee, can you get away with it? That goes back to niche marketing. It all goes back to, what your market will accept, what will they tolerate, and what's going to sell. He has apparently a niche market. It also helps that he does a really good job apparently with his food and his service. Now, I've never been there, so I don't know. But it's amazing to me the support that he's getting, because the niche market is obviously an older clientele that doesn't come with kids and probably wants an environment, that is child-free. I love kids. I have 2 beautiful daughters, that are all grown up and older now. But they were always well behaved when we took them out, and people didn't mind, but you could see other people in the restaurants when I had my restaurants, kids that are running around, they're throwing food, now I'm sure there's, they're watching movies at the table, which might help a little bit, but, you just can't control like a crazy 2-year-old, right? They won't sit still. So his market, his niche, actually is embracing this. Will it work for all restaurants? I don't think so, especially if you're a family-owned restaurant. But there is a segment, and there's an old saying, riches and niches, from Dan Kennedy. So if you give your niche what they want and you exploit that, and you have a great base that you're playing to, then you're able to get away with something like this. And my answer always is test it. Test it first, test it small. Any major change like this that you're going to do to your pricing structure, which brings up another point, adding fees onto your bill. Again, test it. I'm not a big fan of tacking on a bunch of fees. I would rather see it added into the cost of the food. Because at the end of the dining experience, when I get my bill, I don't want to see, well, there's a credit card service charge, there's a COVID charge, there's a gas price service charge. You tack on all these fees, and you're going to start to drive away some of your customers. But again, that's just my opinion, and I suggest testing it first. But the lesson here is, can you get away with charging an irritation fee? to your customers? Nah, maybe. I would use it as a marketing tool because I would get everybody in from the niche that didn't want to dine out, in a dining room with families that wanted a quieter environment. And one of the biggest success secrets that I had when I owned my restaurants is I realized there was different niches for different times of the day. So we opened up at 11 a.m. for lunch in all my restaurants. Also, we served alcohol, and we had kind of a nightclub atmosphere. So we kept a lot of them open till 2 a.m. So 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., which is a long time to fill, right? And as a restaurant owner, you want to maximize your butts in seats throughout the day. The people that are coming in at 10 p.m. at night are not the same people that are coming in at 11 a.m. So you need to figure out, what your different niches are for different times of the day, satisfy what they're looking for, and then market to them. That's a big ultimate secret for success. So there's riches and niches, and you can develop different niches throughout the day that you're open. Example, seniors for early bird specials, business person lunch, and later diners are younger couples, people that don't want to be around small children, and then late night for the bar crowd. So riches and niches, remember that. Thank you so much for listening to this edition of Mike's Money Making Minutes. And if you head over to our website, DFY Restaurant Systems with an S.com, you can find all sorts of great information on marketing, staffing, and you can get a free review scorecard on our online reputation management page. So head over there, and remember, if you're not part of the DFY family, please subscribe, smash that like button, send us a comment, give us a review, let me know what you want me to cover in the future. It helps us keep fighting the good fight and help you create the restaurant of your dreams. I hope you have an unbelievable day.